our prayers, but we look at the circumstances ahead of us and think the circumstances are bigger than our God. Somebody needs to worship me tonight. We look at these circumstances and problems in front of us and say those problems are too big for my God. You see, Joshua knew exactly which city Jericho was. He knew exactly which city this was. He knew that God was speaking completely over this city. He knew it was going to take something from God for this city to be taken. He knew man couldn't do it. I don't know how many times people had tried to get it. There's a reason that the walls were built. Oh, somebody. There's a reason that the walls have been constructed. There's a reason that, Brother Glenn, the walls were made so wide. There's a reason. Verse 3. And ye shall compass the city, all ye men of war, and go round about the city once. Thus shalt thou do 6 days. We can't get into the house of God one day. And 7 priests shall bear before the ark 7 trumpets of ram's horns. And the 7th day ye shall compass the city 7 times, and the priests shall blow with the trumpets. We can't serve God one day without failing, but they're going to be expected to walk in faith for 7 days.
Yes, that's right.
It's all right.
Come on, Jesus.
And it shall come to pass that when they make a long blast with the ram's horn, and when ye hear the sound of the trumpet, all the people shall shout with a great shout, and the wall of the city shall fall down flat, and the people shall ascend up every man straight before him. You talking about this is a shout of faith. You see, when God was speaking this over Joshua, Joshua understood that he's going to have to convince these people that when I tell you to shout, you're going to have to shout. When you hear this ram's horn blow, you're going to have to shout. If you don't shout, it's not going to happen. You see, I believe when God gives you instructions like this, I don't believe there was, if you can get 50% to shout. I don't believe God instructed if you can get 70% to shout. I believe that every person had to proclaim a shout when the ram's horn was blown for those walls to come down, Sister Pam. I believe every person had to give an audible shout. But it was a shout of faith because they were told it was going to happen, but they had never seen it. Some of you tonight have got a shout of faith inside of you because God's told you you're going to see victory over something in your life, but you haven't seen it come to pass yet. But the Satan tries to tell you to shut up and keep your mouth shut. But I'm here to tell you, sometimes you just got to go ahead before you see the victory, before you see the wall.
Come on.
You got to go ahead and give a shout. Before you see the circumstances, the victory that comes through, before you see the problems go away, you got to go ahead and give him a praise shout. You still with me tonight?